Hello students, now today our new topic is elimination of harmonics. Okay, so before that we need to understand what do you mean by harmonics. Okay, so what are harmonics? You may have known that the frequencies which are other than the fundamental frequencies. Okay, the frequencies which are other than the fundamental frequencies are called harmonics. Okay, so here my Fs is my fundamental frequency of the supply. Okay, fundamental frequency. Okay, integral multiple of our fundamental frequency are nothing but harmonic. This is my harmonic frequency. Let me indicate it with Fr. Okay, so harmonic frequency. That means why does harmonics occurs? Due to the non-linearities of the material. Okay, here we have this first waveform is indicating our fundamental frequency. This is my fundamental frequency voltage waveform. Okay, so this is voltage on the y-axis and time on the x-axis. So this will indicate my AC voltage. Okay, now let us see our third harmonic. That means third harmonic nothing but F3, I can denote it as F3, that will be equal to 3 times our fundamental frequency. So you already know that. What is the frequency? Frequency is nothing but number of cycles per second. Okay, in a given time period, how many this is my one cycle. Okay, so in given time period T, okay, you know that frequency is nothing but 1 by time period. Okay, here for our Indian frequency, the frequency of the fundamental frequency is 50 Hz. So the time period will be 1 by 50 Hz, that will be 20 milliseconds. Okay, so this time period is 20 milliseconds. In 20 milliseconds, our fundamental waveform completes one full cycle. This is one full cycle. Okay, this is half cycle, this is another half cycle. So now what are harmonics? Here, this is fundamental frequency that completing one cycle in given time period T. So what are harmonics here? And generally we will be having only odd order harmonics. Because of the symmetry, our even harmonics will get eliminated. Odd order harmonics, nothing but third harmonic, first harmonic, third harmonic, fifth, seventh, etc., etc. Okay, so we will be left with only odd order harmonics because of the symmetry of the waveform. Okay, the positive symmetry and negative symmetry are equal. Even order harmonics will get eliminated. Okay, so we will be only left with our odd order harmonics. They are 1, 3rd, 5th and 7th. That means one odd harmonics is nothing but fundamental frequency. So we will be having 3rd, 5th, 7th. That means 3 times our supply frequency, 5 times supply frequency, 7 times supply frequency. Okay, so these are the frequencies we will be having in our machine. Okay, so let me show you our third order harmonics. That means our frequency is 3 times fundamental frequency. Okay, here in time period, given time period T, our fundamental waveform is completing one full cycle. But here when it comes to third order harmonics, which is multiple of 3 times fundamental frequency, it will complete 3 cycles in just one given time period. Okay, here you can see this is one time period up to this point, and this is another time period, and this is another cycle. Okay, so we will be having 1, 2, 3 cycles in one time period. Okay, so that will be 3 times supply frequency. And let us see our fifth harmonic, that will be 5 times our supply frequency. So as our third order harmonics having 3 cycles in given time period, our fifth order harmonic will have 5 cycles in one time period. This will be my first cycle, and this is second cycle, and this is my third cycle, 4th and 5th. Okay, my fifth order harmonic is having 5 cycles in one time period of the fundamental frequency. So these are harmonics. So why these harmonics need to be eliminated? Let us see. So what is happening to our fundamental frequency waveform if a third order harmonics are present in the machine? Okay, so let us consider our fundamental frequency waveform. That is, this is my fundamental frequency. Okay, so our machine is having third order harmonics. Let us consider our machine is having third order harmonic. That means the third order harmonic will be superimposed on the waveform. Okay, something like this. Okay, this is my fundamental frequency waveform. Okay, this is my third order harmonic waveform, 3 times Fs. Okay, so this blue color waveform is fundamental waveform which is having 50 Hz frequency, and this red color waveform is third order harmonic which is having 3 times fundamental frequency. Now what is happening to our fundamental waveform? Okay, actually the ideal and most desired waveform is sinusoidal waveform. Okay, the output of any machine or input to any machine should be sinusoidal for reliable operation. Sinusoidal waveform is desired. That means, so whatever happens to the machine, we need to supply sinusoidal waveform to the loads. Okay, so our machine should accept sinusoidal waveform only or should deliver sinusoidal waveform. That means in case of generator, our generator output voltage should be sinusoidal. Okay, in case of motor, our motor input should be sinusoidal. Okay, so sinusoidal is only acceptable waveform in industries. Okay, so that's why we have to make the voltage or current waveforms nearly sinusoidal. Okay, so that is why we need to do this. Okay, now what is happening if my voltage is having third order harmonics. Let us see here the magnitude of our fundamental waveform and my third order waveform are in the same direction and in the positive. So up to this that will be like this. Here you can see at the point at the 90 degrees, this is my 90 degree angle. Okay, so that means my here I am mentioning it is 90 degrees. Okay, so here at the 90 degree angle our fundamental component is having positive peak magnitude and our third order harmonics is having negative peak magnitude. That means if this is about around 5 volts, okay, if this is around 3 volts, okay, these 3 volts will be subtracted from 5 volts, that will become 2 volts. Okay, that means my waveform is reduced from this peak is eliminated here, chopped I can say. The peak waveform of fundamental component is chopped. That means we are left with this waveform and the remaining will be like this. Okay, so you can see it will continue throughout the waveform. That means this is our output waveform of our generator. Actually it is supposed to be a sinusoidal waveform. Okay, it is supposed to be a sinusoidal waveform for reliable supply, but now it is a trapezoidal waveform or square waveform. In most of the cases it will be square waveform or this is trapezoidal waveform. This is not sinusoidal waveform. So this trapezoidal waveform, if you give this trapezoidal waveform to any loads, that will create more disturbances and more noise in the motors. Okay, motor will have more noise if you apply trapezoidal waveform in case of our sinusoidal waveform. Okay, if you don't give sinusoidal waveform, that means if you apply this trapezoidal voltage waveform to our motor will make more noise. So in order to reduce that more noise, we will have to supply our sinusoidal voltage to the motor. So that's why we have to eliminate these harmonics so that our voltage waveform will be sinusoidal in shape. So that is why we have to eliminate harmonics. Okay, now let us see how can we eliminate those harmonics using our short pitched winding or pitch factor. Now let us see how can we reduce harmonics using short pitching. Okay, so here I have considered two poles which are adjacent poles. That means the distance between adjacent poles is our pole pitch, which is 180 degrees electrical, and I considered the number of slots between the two poles as 6. That means the pole pitch is 6. Okay, 1 to 7, the pole pitch is 6. Now let us consider for a full pitch winding what is happening. Okay, for a full pitch winding I have to keep one coil set in the one slot and the second coil set after full pitch distance. Okay, this is my coil. That means that coil is nothing but here it is between 1 to 7 slots. Okay, that means a coil is consisting of so many number of turns. Okay, you already know that I think. Okay, so these are the number of turns I have for a coil. Okay, so it is having two ends. That means if this is my current going into the plane, this will be current coming out of the plane. Okay, if current coming out of plane will be displayed like this one, and if current going into the plane will be displayed like this one. Okay, so I hope you understand. Okay, coil side means all these conductors are one coil side and all these conductors are another coil side. So all these conductors will be placed in this slot, and all these conductors in the second coil side will be placed after 6 slots for a full pitch winding. Okay, so now what is happening? Let us assume that it is having a third order harmonics. Okay, actually the concept is we will be generating our EMF. Okay, this is my rotor, this is my stator of an alternator. Okay, so our rotor is induced with magnetic poles, north pole and south pole, and our stator will be having number of slots, and let us say the M value. M is nothing but phase spread here. The name of the M is phase spread. Okay, how far is phase is spread along the periphery of the stator is phase spread, that is number of slots per pole for phase. Okay, so phase spread I am assuming it as 3 now. Okay, so here it is 3. Now our rotor will be rotated using a prime mover in case of generator. Okay, somehow it is managed to rotate in some direction, in one direction. Okay, so our magnetic poles will rotate continuously. Okay, the order of the speed is around 1500 to 3000 rpm. Okay, 1500 is for 4 pole machine, 3000 is for 2 pole machine. So we are assuming it as 2 pole. Our speed of the rotor is now 3000 rpm. Okay, so it will rotate 50 times a second. The rotor will rotate 50 times a second. That means in 1 second our R phase conductors, let us consider this is R phase conductors, which is having 3 number of slots under 1 pole. Okay, so our R phase conductors will experience in 1 second it will rotate 50 times. That means in 1 second 50 times north pole will come to this R phase conductors and 50 times south pole will come under. That means our R phase will come under north pole for 50 times and under south pole for 50 times. Okay, so that means our magnetic field here rotating continuously. That means this is supplied with DC. Generally our rotor of the alternator is supplied with the DC excitation. That means our magnetic field produced in the rotor will be static magnetic field. That means the magnetic field will be from north to south. It is static in one direction. Okay, so as it is rotating, I can assume it as our magnetic field is rotating. Actually it is static because DC is excited with DC, but our rotor is rotating. That means this continuously rotates. Okay, so our magnetic field will be sinusoidal. Okay, so we assume our magnetic field be as sinusoidal. Actually, we assume it as sinusoidal along the periphery of the stator. Okay, this magnetic field will rotate continuously. Okay, so we assume it as sinusoidal, but there are so many harmonics, space harmonics will present in the magnetic field wave. That means our magnetic field may not be sinusoidal, so there will be some space harmonics present in the magnetic field. So due to the space harmonics in the magnetic field, as we know that our EMF equation is nothing but minus n times d pi by dt. Okay, here pi is nothing but pi m cos omega t or sin omega t. This is our magnetic field waveform. That means our cos or sin or sinusoidal waveforms only. So this is having pi m as magnitude. Okay, this is the representation of this pi m sin omega t. Pi m is the peak value and cos is the waveform. Okay, cos is also sinusoidal waveform. Okay, this is the representation of this pi. Pi is flex here. So we assume it as constant, it is sinusoidal flex. But practically it will be having some slot harmonics. That means our magnetic waveform may not be sinusoidal. Okay, due to this, because our EMF is increasing due to the flex, our EMF will also be having some harmonics. Okay, our EMF will also have some harmonics. So how can we eliminate that? That is the question here. That means our EMF harmonics are like our fundamental will be E1. Okay, this is our fundamental voltage generated in the alternator, and there will be some of third order EMF, fifth order EMF, and etc. odd order EMFs. Okay, these will be added to our fundamental waveform voltage, and that will distract our fundamental waveform from sinusoid. Okay, so we have to eliminate these things. Okay, we have to eliminate these things. We only have this fundamental voltage. This is my fundamental voltage, fundamental frequency voltage. Okay, so I don't need these components to add to this. So how can I eliminate this? Actually, our voltage waveform E1 or E3 will be, let us consider E1 will be 4.44 n pi f into Kp and Kd. Okay, let us consider Kp because we have to eliminate with short pitch winding. So our E3 will be 3 times 4.44 n pi, f is 3 times f here, f will be here, fundamental will be f, our third harmonic will be 3 times f, and here Kp3. So what is Kp3? Initially we know that our Kp value equal to cos alpha by 2. For this is for fundamental waveform. So for Kp3 it will be cos 3 alpha by 2. Okay, for third order harmonics our pitch factor will be cos 3 alpha by 2, and for nth order harmonics that will be Kpn cos n alpha by 2. So n is the number of harmonics, nth harmonic. Okay, n is the nth harmonic here. Nth harmonic. This is third harmonic. Okay, so our pitch factor for nth order harmonic will be cos n alpha by 2. Okay, so if we have to eliminate this E3 here, we have to eliminate this E3. So how can we do that? If you make this Kp3 0, okay, if you make this Kp3 0, the entire E3 will become 0. So how can you make that Kp3 0? Kp3 is nothing but cos 3 alpha by 2. Okay, Kp3 is nothing but cos 3 alpha by 2 here. Okay, I have to eliminate this Kp3. For that I have to make this whole expression equal to 0, cos 3 alpha by 2 equal, I have to make this component to 0, then only our E3 will be 0. So what will happen to alpha here? 3 alpha by 2 will be equal to cos inverse of 0 will be 90 degrees. Okay, cos inverse of 0, cos 90 is 0, that will be 90 degrees. So here our alpha will be equal to, how much it is? 3 times 3, that will be 60 degrees. Yes, am I right? Yes, is 60 degrees. So what is alpha here? Alpha is nothing but our carding angle. This is our carding angle. So if you make an angle of 60 carded from full pitch winding, our EMF expression will be free from third order harmonics. Actually, our harmonics are third, fifth, 7th. Our third order harmonics is the dominant harmonics. That means the third order harmonics will have 50% of magnitude of rest of the harmonics. Okay, if you can eliminate our third order harmonics, you can eliminate 50% of the harmonics. Okay, it is almost 50% of rest of the harmonics, 5th, 9th, 11th. The magnitude of 5th, 7th, 9th, 11th will be very less compared to our third order harmonic. Okay, so mostly our machines are wound to eliminate third order harmonic. Okay, so for that our winding will be short pitch by 60 degrees. Okay, if we short pitch winding by 60 degrees, our third order harmonic will be this factor will be 0. Okay, if cos 60 by 2, cos 3 times 60 by 2, right? This is alpha. So this will be 45. So this will be 30. 3 times 30 is cos 90. Cos 90 is equal to 0. So this fraction will be 0. Entire expression will become 0. So E3 will be free from our EMF equation, which is having E1 plus E3 plus E5. But it will have E5, E7. But it is free from E3, which is having 50% of harmonics. So that is the idea. So if you can short pitch the winding by 60 degrees, you can eliminate the dominant harmonic, that is third order harmonic. So this is the idea. So by using your short pitch angle, you can eliminate whatever the harmonic you want. Okay, desired harmonic can be eliminated by choosing our short pitch angle. Okay, so that is the idea. So that is about elimination of harmonics here. Okay, so let us see here. Here full pitch waveform will be voltage induced will be minus plus E1. This is the E1 induced in this coil. Okay, so this is overhang and this will be my E2, that will be minus plus. This is for full pitch winding, and you can see here this is chopping here. This is third order harmonic, red color one. This is fundamental waveform, blue color one. Here our third order harmonic is, this is positive peak, this is negative peak. The summation will be a flat line. Instead of sinusoidal line, it will be flat line. Okay, it will be like this, trapezoidal. It is not a sinusoidal, it is trapezoidal. Okay. Okay, so in order to eliminate this, if you keep this coil side in the second slot instead of first slot, and here also if this is positive peak, this is negative peak, this will eliminate this chopping, this will chop this waveform. Okay, this is the leftover waveform if you have harmonics. Okay, instead of seventh slot, if you keep this winding in the sixth slot, you can see that here it is 0. The EMF induced due to the harmonic voltage is 0. Here also it is 0, so that you can eliminate the harmonics. So this is how you can eliminate the harmonics using short pitching. So for example, let us take a 2-pole 12 slots 3-phase alternator. That means our pole pitch will be nothing but number of slots per pole, that will be 12 by 2, that is 6. Okay, here the pole pitch means the distance between two coil sides is, the distance between adjacent poles, that is pole pitch is 6 here, which is equivalent to 180 degrees selected. Okay, and M value which is equal to phase spread. Okay, the name of the M is phase spread. Phase spread equal number of slots per pole per phase. Okay, that equal to 12 by number of poles are 2, number of phases are 3, that will become number 3. Okay, M is 3 here, M is 2 here. Okay, that means 2 slots will be there for each and every phase under one pole. Now let us see, for a full pitch winding we will be placing one coil side here and another coil side after a pole pitch distance 1 plus 6, that is 7. So what is happening to the EMF production, that will be E1 in the first coil side and E2 in the second coil side. So what is a coil? Coil is nothing but having turns connected in series. So this is my coil. Okay, this is my coil. So there will be 2 connections come out. There will be one is plus, one is minus. Okay, so up to 1, this is positive is 1, this is my O, this is 1 dash, this is O. So 1 to 1 dash will be E1. Okay, and 1 dash to O will be E2. Okay, so this voltage across 1 to O. Okay, voltage across this coil side, the voltage across this coil side is E1 here. Okay, the induced EMF in the coil sides, this coil side is E1 and this coil side is E2 here. So that is what E1 E2 means. Okay, so because they are placed 180 degrees away, 180 degrees electrical, that is equal to pole pitch. So these are called full pitch winding. Okay, these are full pitch winding. Okay, now what is happening here? Here you can see this is it. Here the blue color waveform is indicating a sinusoidal waveform. Okay, this is my fundamental frequency component. Okay, so now this is my fundamental voltage V, fundamental voltage. There will be no harmonics in this fundamental voltage. Now let us observe our red color waveform which is having 3 full cycles under one time period. That means this is my third harmonic waveform. Okay, the red color waveform is nothing but third harmonic waveform, but our blue color waveform is fundamental waveform. So what we need is this one. Our fundamental waveform should be sinusoidal. Okay, so the voltage generated in the alternator should be sinusoidal irrespective of the number of harmonics. So we have to eliminate these harmonics. Now let us see here. At this under north pole, the EMF induced is positive maximum. So under the pole, the EMF induced is maximum. Under the north pole, it is positive maximum. Under the south pole, it is negative maximum. Okay, under the pole, it is maximum. You can observe that under the pole, it is maximum. Now you can see our third harmonic component is negative here, and our fundamental component is positive. That means there will be some plus minus minus. Okay, plus minus minus. That means there will be some portion of the fundamental waveform will be chopped. Okay, that means cut. Here also you can see this, it is positive. The third harmonic component is positive, and our fundamental component is negative. So here also some part of the fundamental waveform will be chopped off. So you can see that now the waveform of the voltage is not sinusoidal, but our machine wants a sinusoidal voltage. Okay, because of the third harmonic presence in the waveforms, in the space harmonics, our voltage generated waveform is not sinusoidal. Okay, so now let us see how can we eliminate this harmonics using short pitching. Okay, short pitching is nothing but making an angle alpha from the full pitch coil. Here you can see, instead of placing this coil in the first slot, I am going to place this coil in the second slot. Okay, you can see this is my second slot. Okay, now let us see the voltage behavior of the fundamental and third harmonic. Here you can see this is the voltage. Okay, let us take our fundamental waveform. This is my fundamental waveform. Okay, now let us see under second slot, you can see our third harmonic component is voltage is 0 at 0 point, and we have some fundamental component. That means this is my new voltage. Okay, the new voltage E1 will be this one. This is my new voltage E1 minus plus. Okay, so similarly, if I keep this winding instead of 7 in 6, okay, if I keep this in 6 instead of 7, you can see here the third harmonic component is 0 here. That means our voltage waveform E1 and E2 now they are free from third order harmonics. Can I say like that? There is no domination of EMF induced due to third order harmonics. Okay, but we can see that our voltage is somewhat reduced. Here this will be peak value. Okay, instead of this was the peak value first time, now it is the peak value. Okay, this will be peak value. If this is 10 volts, this will be 8 volts around. EMF is reduced, but it is free from harmonics. Okay, because of short pitching, our voltage generated is reduced somewhat, but it is free from harmonics. So we need free harmonic voltage. Okay, it may cost it is costing us some voltage. Okay, so due to short pitching, we are losing some voltage. Okay, now here you can see how this is short pitched to either side of the conductor. That means this will be my alpha by 2. Practically, this will be the short pitching. This will be alpha by 2. So short pitching angle is alpha, and it will be divided into 2 parts, and it will be applied either side of the conductor. Okay, if it is 60, actually it is 60 degrees to eliminate the third order harmonics. So this will be 30 degrees, and this will be 30 degrees. Okay, if you keep 30 degrees either side of the conductor, you can eliminate third order harmonics. Okay, so this is idea about elimination of harmonics. Now let us take a problem.